All right, so I know this is like I've been doing a lot of videos. I I, I don't want to promise y'all, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure the next video is commentary, a biblical commentary. But I don't know if y'all know this, but like, okay, so you remember the guy I told y'all that moved to Japan, right? A couple years back, and he's clearly like half white Hispanic kind of guy, right? And I mean, most of Hispanics are, I believe, like have like a come from have a Spaniard background a little bit, right? A lot of them are like extremely light skinned. They're not like Guatemalan looking, or I don't know. They're like mestizo or something like that. A lot of them, and I think that's like what he is, right? But his mom, I think, is like white, more white. She's like French, right? And they weren't even really considered white until like what 1948, right? Um, and so like I had got leads, right? And like I told y'all, like I felt like he has like literally cut me off ever since this whole case stuff. Like he's um I don't know, like I just maybe because I'm not quote unquote cool, or I don't have it going on anymore. Um or I don't know, like maybe I'm just finished in his eyes, I guess. I don't know. Or I'm just a loser or something. I don't know what it is really that made him just really cease communications, because I mean I've said things and I regret them, but like all I know is he would have been a really good business partner if things would have worked out. But it doesn't, because he has a militant attitude. And like I've said in my prior videos, I feel like he's one of those wavy guys that you can't say the F word because that's disrespectful, right? So you have to say, well, one of those guys that really they like, maybe they like vagina, but not really truly women at all, right? And I gave y'all a perfect example of that kind of behavior, of animosity towards women, when I told y'all about the Sam guy and what he did, and trying to do the bank statement stuff. And everybody uses apps and Plaid. Nobody's going to send actual bank statements, for a loan. And maybe, I mean, come on, like at that, when you can literally go through an app and directly get the information through an application, right? Um, but I don't know, he's old school. He probably doesn't know better. But it's clear he's with an agenda that does not serve my demographic, even though we're both black. And then it's so funny because like you'll listen to like people be like, wonder why women act a certain way. Like I remember when, like, what's that lady's name? Kaya came out. You can't trust no, and that used to be in the club heavy when I was young, right? And you look at it now, you're like, oh my god, that's so terrible. But like I have every right to sing that dang song right now. You know what I mean? Like I had every right to sing that song because it's like your own man is jealous of you and hatred towards you. Like, man, that's spooky, right? How some men get down. And then these straight, narrow guys that you try to tell them like, yo, your guy is effed up. Like he's not right. He's jealous. Like there's a problem, and you try to tell them that. They just look at you as some like as if you're some trans woman or he man wannabe type of person, and that's just really not it. A lot of times most people just want to survive and make it. Like women, that's women overall. It's not about, there's no agenda to take down man or whatever like that. Like, no, it's not that serious. But that's how we get treated a lot of times. But anyways, just going back on topic, like I said to him, right, because he's clearly Hispanic, and I know for a fact that he speaks Spanish, right? He speaks like 5 languages, and that's what I told him in the email. Because in the email, he was like, I don't speak Spanish. Well, I said espanol. That's what I said. I don't know. Yo no sé, right? I took Spanish for 3 years, y'all. So I know a poquito. And he is like I did French for 1, and I did Spanish for 3 years, right? But he is like, oh my God, like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I know you've been in Japan for a while, but I don't know, maybe, because you know how some people that pass for white, like, there was this whole thing about Paris Jackson. Would she be considered black because she has, she's half black? And it's like, she's a pass for white, mixed race woman, right? And that's how he is too. You look at him, and in some ways, he looks like he could, with a right hairstyle, could pass for, just a brunette, dark-haired white man. It depends on how you look at him, right? And so, I don't know. To me, I don't know what happened, or the connection within their community or something like that. But that is just alarming. And I don't know, I wish I could, like, reach out to y'all and see if, people that have a diverse set of friends, do you notice, like, I don't understand where that came from. You know what I mean? Because I never would think, like, you never think, right? Just like I was talking about the Sam guy and what he was trying to start up. And I'm not trying to be rude, but a lot of reasons why, you ask the homegirls about why you don't date such and such, these kind of men, because it's not controlling. It's that to me, it's just a form of jealousy, right? Of you not wanting you to be nothing, or trying to trip you up into to tearing you down. Because the same, like I was telling y'all, the Wendy Osefo lady, the same way she talks about her degrees and her education, and she's proud of herself for what she's accomplished, is the same thing as that I've done, right? You know what I mean? And so it's like, you just gotta be careful, y'all, because you can't trust these. Kaya was right. It's in a sense, right? A lot of people be mad at me for saying that, but she was right. Go listen to them lyrics, and that girl is not lying about some of these dudes. It's the truth. And like now, like this guy's telling me like he don't speak Spanish. Like he doesn't. I understand not want to be secluded to the Hispanic population, even though that's what you are. I get how you want to be looked at and viewed more globalized, like global, but I don't think that's offensive. I wasn't coming for him in any way. God knows my heart. Like, and I love him, and I know I do, because I've missed him terribly. But I ain't stunting him like that, where I'm just like, he walked out of my life, I'm devastated. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be fine. You know what I mean? Most of the relationship I had with him, and most of the men in my life, has primarily been business. I haven't had like intimate conversations with any of the men that's been in my life for a very long time, and so but yeah, that is like really interesting. Like, I don't know, like I've never seen that before. Like, you don't want to claim, like, because I was getting leads through the business calls. A lot of the leads, especially with the landscaper leads, were Hispanic people, right? Hispanic men. And I'm like, why don't I give it to him to build them their websites and stuff like that and help them out? And he's just like, nah, I don't speak Spanish. Okay. Well, all right. I don't know. I never seen that before. Most people that are like super proud, or maybe I'm just slow. I'm not getting why he would behave that way, right? I don't know, y'all. I'm just gonna drop it. That's all I'm gonna do. But I just wanted to put it out there. I sometimes I forget, like, he is mixed, right? He's not like full-blown Hispanic like that. He is mixed. So there might be something going on, culturally, that I'm unaware of, that he might be going through, But yeah, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that. Y'all have a good day.